One thing I'm thinking about is like self-sabotage. Like, yeah, I get around to it, man. Being lazy about it. It seems like a part of a self-sabotage because you're really scared of you're scared about doing it. So you're like, I'll do it later, or worried about it, or anxious about it.
Absolutely. And, we all, when the person thinks about fear or anxiety or worry, we tend to worry about the negative things. We worry about failure. We worry about rejection, all this. But just as many people are afraid of success. Mm-hmm. Because what that does is it forces you to see yourself in a whole different light. We've all got this comfort zone. This is where I am. And if you fall below that, as I did, your self-image, you say, oh, no, I got to get back. And now I'm back into the image of myself, of, whatever the socioeconomic status is. But the same thing tends to happen if we start to get a little too above the image of ourselves. Whoa, this isn't me. I'm not the kind of person that makes big 6 figures, 7 figures a year. That's not me. And so you make sure that you get rid of that and get back to that image of yourself. And so what we need to do is adjust that self-image and start redrawing our image of ourselves. And that requires expanding that comfort zone. And we're all familiar with the comfort zone.
Something you can relate to. We just recently got back from the National Publicity Summit. You were with other authors. And I was on the part of the media, and I can totally relate to that because my part of it is I was with the media, and before you met me, I felt out of place. Like, do I really belong here? I had a big imposter syndrome. I'm not sure how you felt about being with the other authors, and did you have any feelings about that?
Oh, very much so. But because here we are, you and I, downtown Manhattan or midtown Manhattan, with all these movers and shakers, mm-hmm. and you look at yourself in the mirror and you think, oh, that's not who I am. All these other people, they're there, and they're the movie stars, and they're the financial magnates, and all the rest of these people. Who do I think I am? But one of the things that you start to discover is the more you meet other people, you realize they're just regular folks like you and like me. Mm-hmm. And if they can do it, well, why shouldn't I be able to do it? And I love to read biographies of very successful people. And I've read, I read Steve Jobs' biography. And that one really touched me because here's a guy that, nothing particularly special, but just decided, no, I want to accomplish these things. So, and every morning you wake up telling yourself, I can accomplish this. What's the next step to do? And sometimes you'll take, some of the steps will be backwards, but you get up and you brush yourself off and you say, no, I'm going to keep going because this is really, really important to me. And there's no reason why I can't. And one of the techniques for overcoming anxiety is to become much more aware of how we worry, because thoughts just bubble into our heads all the time. Scientists aren't sure because nobody knows quite how to count, but generally they believe that every person has somewhere between 20,000 and 70,000 unique thoughts every single day. And they're just going on. Now I'm thinking about dinner. Now I'm thinking about my boss. Now I'm thinking about the kids. Now I'm thinking about the weather that's coming. On and on. And they just kind of come and go through our brains. We're not even paying attention. And it's the same with breathing. I mean, we all breathe about 25,000 breaths every single day. And yes, you can pay attention to your breathing, but for the most part, it just goes on without you even thinking about it. And with anxiety, one of the first things we have to do is start becoming aware of these anxious thoughts that we have. And so we have this, I like to call it this third-party observer. It's yourself kind of sitting on your shoulder, observing your thoughts for a moment, saying, oh, there I go again, worrying. And so in a situation where we've got imposter syndrome, what you want to do is sort of catch yourself. And yes, I'm sitting here, workaday me is sitting here saying, oh, here I am in Midtown Manhattan, what am I doing here? But then the observer me says, okay, there you go again. Now you're having this imposter syndrome. And I remind myself with my self-talk that, no, it's perfectly all right. All these other people also have worked hard to be here, also have established them, in your case, established themselves as legitimate media person with a voice and an audience. People like authors like me, want to talk to you and want to get to know you. And so we start replacing that self-talk with more positive, more reinforcing discussions. And it's just a habit that we break. We're so much in the habit of thinking these negative thoughts, and our instant thing is, oh, what's the worst that can happen?
That's a real one. What's the worst can happen? Nothing.
Right.
Nothing that's going to be bad.
No, exactly. And then we'll refer it. Why don't we ask what's the best that could happen?
Great people like yourself.
Exactly. The doorbell rings, and instantly is, is everybody all right? I bet it's the police coming to tell me that my son's been in an accident. Well, why wouldn't it be Publishers Clearinghouse and ringing your doorbell to tell you with your $1 million check?
That'd be nice.
Yeah, but why not? Why is it we always tend to think of the negative? And actually, there's a couple of reasons why it is that we go to that. And the first one is that humans our biology is pre-programmed with something called a negativity bias.
Mm-hmm.
The reason we have that is, in millions of years of evolution, and when we were still tramping around the savannah and watching out for saber-toothed tigers, it was really useful to have this psychology that instantly, if a movement was there, we instantly said, oh, that's probably bad, because it probably was bad. But, we left that, the saber-toothed tigers and the mastodons long ago, but the biology is still with us. And so now our instant reaction is, oh, my friend didn't like my Facebook post, what's wrong? And we go to that kind of negative. So that's the first reason. The second reason is that the world around us has trained us from birth to worry and to be anxious and to always think about the negative. When you were a little kid, your mother said, oh, now don't talk to strangers. Don't touch that. You'll get sick. Stop doing that. Your hands will turn green. And so everything that we said we wanted to do, we were told, oh, that's a bad thing. Now, when you're 6, walking home from school alone, don't talk to strangers is really good advice.
Yep.
When you're 26 or you're 56 and you still have this built-in fear of anybody that I don't already know, that's way out of hand, and it doesn't serve you well.
Yes, true. I mean, it's I'm just thinking about a lot of things about overcoming self-doubt and the mental. It's almost like a mental garbage in your head.
Yes. In fact, I call it head trash. And you got to take out the head trash.
I think I've heard that before. Then it's a lot of crap that we've been building up over years and stuff like that, and getting in our brain, and it's not half of it's not true.
Oh, absolutely, it's not. Let's take the news for example.
Mm-hmm.
I travel a lot, and I'm in airports all the time, and you're walking down the concourse in the airport, and there's all these TV monitors, and they've got CNN or they got Fox News, and they're blaring away, and here's, some announcer saying, here's what you need to know right now. I don't need to know it.
No.
There was a typhoon on the other side of the planet from you. You need to know this. Why do I need to know this? And now it's